Hey guys, welcome. It's back in play. Another nice day in Japan, and we're at the wash and dry. Got to do the wash. That's something you always got to do. Anyway, something I got to do since I don't have a washing machine, stuff like. And then it's like, come on, dry cleaning and anything at the hotel is gonna be just like an arm and a leg. So I found another place. They have these machines that just wash and dry one at one go. So anyway, so we're here. I went down, I looked around for cafes or stuff like that right around here, and there's nothing. So around the corner is a Family Mart, so guess what? I think this is gonna be my second one this trip. I got the infamous Family Chickie. I'll take some pics real quick. I got there's a Shohei Ohtani kind of promo here. I talked to my friends this morning, and they said that so many points you could go. It was a lottery, and you could go for different Shohei Ohtani my bottle. So there's different my bottles, like thermal bottles, or like other kinds of like interesting stuff. I got a Family Chickie. Family Chickie wet wipe. I got the Ohashi chopsticks. Yeah, I got also the Negigoro. It's like tuna and negi, or like green onions in a roll. It's always pretty good. It's always a favorite. Yeah, I have my little bag. My chicken ramen bag. This is like the original chicken ramen. I've had it in the US. We got it, but the thing is that this is their mascot. The only thing about the imports, when you import it into the United States, this is like the first real imported. You look at the design. That's the design of the plastic bag that the ramen came in. The soup was basically insinuated into the noodles. So all you had to do was, when I was a kid, real easy. We didn't, there was no foam cups. You had a package. You got a pot. You boiled the water. You popped in the noodles, and everything was self-contained. So that means that all the noodles, basically, it was soup and noodles. But years ago, when the first or second time I came to Japan, I was at the convenience store and I saw the infamous logo. I could tell by the stripes. So I knew exactly what it was. Hey, George. Yeah, so I got a foam cup at the convenience that time. And I said, what's this? So I poured the water in, and there's yellow stuff. And it's egg. So in Japan, it comes with egg. But see, United States doesn't allow imports of meat products or egg products into the United States. So the instant noodles never had egg in it. But in Japan, these have egg in it. So that was interesting. And it's a culture shock to a certain degree. Like, I knew it all my life. I knew the chicken ramen all my life, but I never knew. Anyway, we got Family Chicken. Let me get the Shohei Ohtani. So yeah, there's a Shohei Ohtani my bottle promo. So you got to collect the stickers. You gotta keep that sticker pristine. Hang on, let me put the sticker somewhere. Okay, put the sticker right there. Let me put it back in the bag. Don't want to lose the sticker. You basically print out a postcard and you send it with stickers in it. And my friend said every sticker is a little bit different, so they're points. There's points, so you can apply for different ones, and it's a lottery. And they're gonna deliver it in December, so I'm gonna. Well, I guess there's a video on me. Hopefully they don't come in and say you can't eat here. I looked at all the signs, and it said there was no eating. I remember I told you there was another one that they had really strict no eating, but they had the signs posted. There's no signs posted. Water, you're drinking poison. Yeah. Hey, Shohei Ohtani, man, I got points. And I got water in the hotel. Okay, got the Family Chickie. Oh, let me take a pic. I didn't take a pic yet. Take the pics. Open it. Salmon chicken. That's good, juicy. That's good. Warm. Yeah, that's really greasy, man. It's good stuff. No wonder that plastic paper around it that you eat this way. I need some. A drink. Poison's a little harsh. I think maybe, yeah, I got other stuff that, you know here, they have the other water, the genetically engineered water, the fake water, it's fake, not fake water, but they add stuff to it. They add like flavoring to it, like peach flavors, stuff like that. You know, think about that for a second. We really didn't like that for a while, remember? But now it's like mainstream. Like what, even the, what's his face? You got a lawsuit with that. Remember you got the lawsuit about it? Okay. My neighbor's brother. Tuna, baby. Let's go. That's good. It's lunch. Yeah, they're saying the other drink, not this one, is the number one. The darker one they're saying is the number one, but I'm more of one of this one. So in the chat, I got a message back from one of the Small Talk Japan staff. So I'm going to check out someplace tonight. They were talking about it, so I was like, let me go check that one out tonight. I got the response, but I didn't see it till later. I saw it this morning, so I'll go check it out tonight. just finished my family turkey, man. Eating my negitoro right now. Yeah, in Japan now they have the, believe me yourself, are you doing it? Like, you know, they have a Shohei Ohtani kind of drawing with Ithoi, My Bottle kind of campaign, lottery campaign. You collecting stickers on these bottles, some are different points. And then, you know, I actually went to Donkey last night, I saw them. And one of the bottles didn't have a sticker. So I was kind of, what the heck? But then, okay, that one's like 89 yen. Because usually this one, I guess, I bought 138 or 128 over at Family Mart. But at Donkey, it was like 89 yen. 89 yen. And that was in one area. That was in the refrigeration. I went over to another area. By the boxes, they didn't have it. And those were 90 yen, 9 yen. So I was like, what? So when I checked out, I made sure that I said, hey, Hachikyu, you know, so basically like it's 89 yen versus, you know, Kyuju, it's just 99 yen, you know. Hitting the spot. How's it going over there, man? I can't hear all this YouTube. I'm getting all this chatter, man. All this crazy stuff in the U.S., man. I think they just had the vice presidential election. Debates. And then I still haven't got around to it yet. I got to vote online. So the embassy over in Fukuoka gave me the link. So, ambulance. The debate, I only saw clips. I mean, and it was what BBC, because my hotel's BBC, and then or Japanese TV. Those are the only things I have. 3 versus 1. What the debate? 3 versus 1. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, dude, now I find it at the bottom. Looks like I got the last 2 now. It has like wasabi. It's like wasabi. Dude, I didn't even notice. There's wasabi and soy sauce in here. I didn't even know. I was like, I'm almost finished. But definitely hit the spot. I didn't even see it, man. So it's on the bottom of these guys. I got a wasabi and a soy sauce. Oh well. Good time. Three versus 1. You feel funny. Anyway, so I saw some of the parents. There was like in LA. There's like been some like flash mobs or street takeovers, and the kids looted like the same 7-Eleven like twice or something like that. But that was in San Francisco, I think. Can't remember. There's been so many. Or wherever it was, I can't remember, or downtown, I don't know, it was Hollywood, it was Hollywood. But they're saying that a lot of parents turned them in, but you know, some parents didn't, but you know, so that was like, well, that's pretty good, sorry, like, because The thing is, a lot of times some of the parents don't even know what to do with their kids. I remember when I was teaching out in South Central, a parent called school, and I think our parent had, a teacher told me a parent had called school. What happened was a parent came home early one day. I guess it was a school holiday or something like that. And what happened was she saw all of her furniture outside her house. And she was Spanish speaking. So, and then she went in and the kids were having a party. So she was at work. So everyone, they took all the furniture out and put it on the lawn. And then I think she said like people were making out and stuff like that, drinking and them making a mess. And I can't remember what happened, but I can't remember what happened, but she was like so upset. So she's called school. What is the school gonna do about it? Because it's on your own property. She was thinking the school had some type of hold over the kids, wherever they are. Not like Japan, Japan that would be the case. Maybe is it the same in Mexico, George? The same in Mexico, that the teachers would have the sway over the kids, or something like that. But that was wild because like at that time when I was teaching in LA, in South Central LA, it was about 90% or more than 90% Hispanic, and there was less than 10% African American, which South Central had traditionally been back in the days, the 60s. Riots, stuff like that. And then the time I was teaching in South Central, that was the second South Central riots back in the early 90s, in LA. After that infamous Korean grocery kind of situation, Rodney King happened, the things just started to happen and spiral, and then all of a sudden that's what the riots back in the early 90s. Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah, I was teaching in South Central back in those days. Back in the day, I think I told you about stories I heard from some of my friends. Where that was when the Lakers were still playing at the Fabulous Forum in Inglewood, and I had a friend that was at the game it was like quarterfinals, and the Lakers were playing like the Rockets. So they didn't tell them anything until because this started happening at 3:00. And it started to transpire, like after dark got worse and worse. And I was watching it when I got home. Well, actually I got home, what happened was I went to sleep that day. I was just too tired, so I think my cousin woke me up at 11 o'clock. I turned on the TV. So I turned on the TV at my mom's house, and and I see streets. And a helicopter's going over some streets. So, okay, what country is this? He says, no. He says, that's where you work. I was like, what? Wait a minute. So I started watching it. I think I was glued to the TV for hours because I think until about 2 o'clock in the morning, that's when the TV announced that LA Unified School District had, my school was became the area in which the school was closed. At 2 o'clock in the morning, finally, they encompassed it to encompass my school. So my school is about a mile away from Normandy and Florence. So yeah, so that was back in the day. So that was on a Wednesday. That was on a Wednesday night when that happened. The next Thursday, I went over to Cal State LA for free volleyball. So I was like, okay, I got nothing else to do. There's nothing happening. I roll over there, I'm walking on campus, I paid the meters, going on campus, and there's like Eagle Patrol or some kind of patrol. It says, what are you doing here? It's like, I'm gonna play volleyball. It's like, campus is closed. I was like, oh. So I go home and I just watch more TV of all the rioting and looting and stuff like that's going on. And yeah, so that was, I think everyone did that until Sunday night, because there was like widespread looting, but people would basically break into place, loot it, and then put on fire. And so that happened going north and north and north, up on like Western, Normandy, whatever. I think it was Western. So yeah, those are nutty times. I think there was in the Hollywood Hills, there was like a little street, I guess, near like, and it was on TV. These residents from that street were worried, so they barricaded their street. It was on a hillside. They barricaded the street. They had like, you know, arms, stuff like that, to try to protect their homes, right? And the police came by and said, "You guys can't do this. This is the street." So they had to go home. You know what I'm saying? So they were unprotected. That was also the time when I don't know if you've heard about it. Koreatown really got hit hard, and like yeah, because remember the Korean grocer had been one of the people. But the thing is, I think a lot of the people were just opportunistic. The people were just opportunistic. They weren't, you know, it was a free for all. So in Koreatown, a lot of the Korean businesses, I guess they didn't trust the police. So I think there was a swap meet. I know one of my buddy's buddy got hired to go on top of a roof to basically guard the swap meet, to a certain degree. Like it was, and they were on top, and there was like, you know, he told me there was shooting that was going on at night. So they were up on top of the roof with the weapons and stuff like that to defend the swap meet. And that was Koreatown back in those days. I remember one guy I met later on at school. Hey, fan, how you doing? One guy I met, he was a Korean guy. He was in a wheelchair. He had like a van. It's all situated for his wheelchair. You know, he was handicapped. The thing is, he got shot. He had a sneaker shop in Koreatown, and what happened with him was he blacked out. Basically, he got shot. He got blacked out. So he basically lost, I guess, his leg. He lost his leg, so he had to be in a wheelchair. And when he woke up, I guess, you know, luckily they got him to the hospital and stuff like that. He survived. So, but he did HTML. He did some web design work for my department when we were in college. So yeah, so he was a student. He was going back to school. Yeah, he had a sneaker shop in Koreatown, and yeah, lucky he survived, you know. But that was one story. One story from then. Another story. Another guy I know, he was a CHP, California High Patrol. So he was telling me that during the riots, they were rolling. I think I told this story before. They were in a squad car, CHP squad car. There's five to a car. So they pulled up by the Times Mirror building in LA around First and Broadway, you know, the LA Times Mirror building. And downstairs there was I guess an ATM, there's a bank downstairs. So a little mini truck had basically used a chain whatever and pulled off the ATM, and now it was laying in the middle of the street. When they got there, it was in the middle of the street, and you could see 20s just basically in the back. It was just ready to go. So there's 5 of them. So there's like a whole crowd of people just around that ATM, around them. All of a sudden they got a call for someone went down. I don't know if it's another officer or another person went down. So it's a human life versus property. So they had to go. They said they came back. They don't know if they came back half an hour later. They came back. That ATM was still in the street. There was no money left in there. So that was pretty crazy. And I mean, you guys probably seen footage of that stuff, but those are other things. I think I heard another story someone told me. There was an Asian guy. He was in his car, and like he got off the freeway. His cell phone the early cell phones, his cell phone just died because he was talking to like his wife or his girlfriend. So he didn't know which way to go, you know, because his phone died. So he went the wrong way. He went south instead of north. This is probably the 10 freeway, Santa Monica Freeway. And so he went south. I think they found him later. He had 3 bullet holes in his chest. So in his car or something like that. That was that's the stories from the second riots from the early 90s. Anyway, those are crazy days. I think one girl came back to school. One girl had all white. She had new white stuff. Like, cause okay, that would happen on a Wednesday night. Rioting came on till Sunday night. The LAPD cracked down, so everything, you know, whatever. Because my friends were also up in the Hollywood Hills or up in the hills up by Greek Theater, and his wife was pregnant. So every day at night, you could see the fires just come closer and closer to where their house was. She was like, she's pregnant, man, Now they have 2 healthy kids. The kids, I think, are going to college and stuff like that, or after that now. But yeah, she was scared, and they're from my high school, so they were telling me about that. I haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, those are crazy days. But the next Monday, school is open. So I think one girl had completely all new clothes, except for she had some new sneakers, some new Nikes, but they were discolored. And that's, oh yeah, the sprinklers went off, she said. It's like, what? So all their clothes she got from, anyway. But then I think I had this journal everyday journal, stuff like that. So I said, hey, write down whatever you want, I don't care. I'd collect it, and then one guy shouted out, don't write anything about the, whatever, so people like would not, because I always had like a prompt, on the board. So sneakers, yeah, it was sneakers, sneakers. Well, like the movie. No, they're Nikes. I don't know. Might have been like Cortez or something like that. I don't know. But they're white. Everything she had was just nice. You could tell nice, spanking clean. But I guess for the sneakers, I also asked about, there's a liquor store over there in Huntington Park, which is next Pacific. And I asked them, like, were there guns or stuff like that? Or no, the kids said, the guns, ammo, the alcohol, and like the porno mags, basically adult magazines. Those were the first things taken. So, they got there not afterwards. So, these kids. So that was, those are the first things taken. Everything else comes second, But the clothing stores, because the thing is, what they did was they broke in, and then they looted, and then they put it on fire. And then when the fire started, then all the sprinklers went off. So that's where the girl had the sneakers. I guess it was water damage, So and then I think one kid asked me later, "Hey, Teach, do you need a VCR?" You can tell this is the VCR days, man. But yeah, those are those are crazy times. Oh, it's raining. I can see some rain with the umbrella. I guess it's drizzling. It doesn't look that bad. Oh, I guess it is raining. I got my umbrella though. I'm okay. Sneakers, that's right, baby. But those are some stories. Back in the day, baby. Back in the day. Yeah, so, yeah, crazy times. I remember those times also around that time, I would get stopped, I think I got a new car, kind of new car. For me, it was a 91, it was a 91 Honda Accord, 2-door. So, I don't think I had like that much, but within one weekend, I got stopped 3 times. And like, I think all the times it was me and another guy. And that's my buddy from the Marines, stuff like that. So one time we got stopped on the 91, the Artesia Freeway, and then we were sitting over there. CHP got us, we were sitting on the side of the road. Back, guys? Are we back? When did we cut off? Are we back? Let me check. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I saw that was crazy. Are we back, guys? Are we back? Yeah, when I stop, because the thing is, like, I see a message that says your cellular data is off. And I was like, well, yeah, my cellular data is off. That means that my Wi-Fi cut out. For some reason, Wi-Fi is still on, but somehow the phone disconnected from the Wi-Fi. So all my devices, that's the only problem with this pocket Wi-Fi thing. So I might consider what Nathan or Ninja Monkey was talking about, maybe one of those SIMs. I'll see. I mean, I'm gonna check it out. Member of the West Coast. Yeah. So you're funny, George. Yes. No. It was because the thing is that I mean, they law enforcement says some fake stuff sometimes. Oh yeah, we were looking for 2 Asian males in a dark car. It was like a lot of BS, things like that. But there's a new law that happened, I think, October 1st, that the thing is that, okay, there's a phrase that a lot of California law enforcement uses, and they say, do you know why I stopped you? Do you know why I stopped you? They can no longer say, do you know why I stopped you? Because this is a way in order for them to get greater, something, a bigger bust. So the first thing they must say to you in California is that they have to tell you the reason they stopped you. In California now, as of October 1st, if a law enforcement stops you, the first thing must do is tell you why they stopped you. So because before in the old days, they tried to get you, to volunteer something, maybe something they didn't stop you for. So and that would lead to probable cause and a search, because if you said something, they would then search your car. I think another thing too bad, because another thing that they would say, I think I heard it from myself. I came home late one night. I was driving home late from a lady friend that I was visiting, and the first thing the guy says, like, how many beers have you had tonight? I was like, what? At that time, I don't really drink. I mean, I'm not a big drinker, and I don't, especially when I'm driving, I don't drink. It's like I don't drink beer. And then the guy finally says, oh yeah, I stopped you because you have a broken tail light. Okay. So the thing is this, I checked later when I got home, all my lights were okay. So that was bullshit. Excuse my French. But that was bull. They basically stopped me on a probable cause, fake. So he made up something. But if you sass them, because I think I put my hands and I said on the dashboard, my dad told me this, put your hands on the dashboard. Excuse me, sir. Yes, sir. Officer. Yes, officer. Would you like, officer? To basically have deference. My dad comes from the 40s and 50s. This is a time when Asians were not seen as equals, and they were less than the law. So knowing somebody higher up, like my dad was friends with a lot of chiefs, like police chiefs in LA, like the ones nearby that frequented his restaurant. So those are kind of like safety checks. I know even in one time when I was at Chinatown and I was practicing driving my dad in high school, I got stopped because I guess I did something foolish in Chinatown driving. And then I got pulled over. He says, don't move, just stay there. So he got out of the car, which is something he's not supposed to do. My dad got out of the car. And he was in the passenger side because I was practicing driving. So he talked to the, because I don't have I'm driving on a permit. Talking about I'm driving on a permit. And so he talked to him. He pulled out his card, the police chief's card, and said, that. So he got me out of it. My dad got me out of it. He talked us out of it. Yeah, when I was learning how to drive in LA, man, I was not the smartest bulb in the lot, man, I swear. I think one time I was during fourth period, we were driving out in Hollywood, and I made a late left turn, and there's 3 people in the back. My Mr. Honda, Mr. Conda, the instructor next to me. Why'd you do that? Oh, that's okay. I mean, I'm in a driver training car, because it was a driver's training car, and I was like, no. And there was a motorcycle cop up there too. And he says, no. All rules of the road, all laws of the road are functional, even if you're in a driver education car. Everyone obeys the laws of the rules, the laws of the road, the rules of the road. And I was like, you can get a ticket. I was like, I'm a 10th grade little whippersnapper. I'm like, wow. And I think this was like the first or second time. I think I took it twice. I was it twice? I think no. What happened was there was a girl. One of the girls was a really, really, really short Asian girl, like maybe a Korean girl, and she was really, really short. She was so short that it was like hard for her to control the wheel, and she was like, she needed a booster seat, baby, and this is the second time she was taking it. So I'm in the back seat with these other two guys, African American guy, Caucasian guy. We're in the back, and then Mr. Kanda, and then the girl driving up there. She's a little girl. She's putting the fear of God in us, man. Because what happened was she has trouble controlling the wheel. I mean, so a couple of times we made sure not to have her on a busy street. I think we did one time, and that was a mistake. Pulled it aside, someone else. So we had her on a side street. This is called Highland. Highland. I don't know. Highland in LA. It's called Highland. It's like it goes all the way up to Hollywood Boulevard, stuff like that. Like Sweatsers, Hollywood. It goes up there. So she basically makes a left turn onto a little street, and we're in a little community. And then so she's going, okay, but all of a sudden she's going slow. But then she's slowly going into, there's like trash day. So she's going slow, and then we're going directly into the trash cans of someone's house, their driveway. The turn. He wanted to let her do, make a mistake. So turn. So she turned, and we're freaking out in the back seat, man. Oh yeah, she did on Hollywood Boulevard report. We were just going nuts, man. We were scared. And then so she turns. So she turns slowly, and we're turning about 180 degrees into the other neighbor across the street's trash cans. But Mr. Kanda is still not, he's just letting it say, come on, you can do it. This is the second time she's taking this driver training. So, and then finally she gets, and then, okay, that's enough. Next person. Man, that was, because I think we did go, it was Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset, which is a big street in Hollywood. And we went out there, I think we met for a block. She was going slow, and she had difficulty controlling that wheel, the steering wheel. And I was like, I think she had trouble also reaching the pedals to a certain degree, or was too scared for the pedals to either accelerate or stop. Pocket rockets. Oh yeah, those are the yeah, pocket rockets, like rice rocket. They also call it rice rockets, man. Rice rockets, like the Civic. They did think about some of the early cars from the Fast and Furious, the first one. That Aoki, the daughter. That's the daughter of Rocky Aoki, and also the sister of the guy. What's the DJ's name again? Aoki. He's a really famous musician. He has all the tats, man. He's like, what's his name again? Dude, I can't his name. But Rocky Aoki used to be he's the guy that created Benihana. Benihana Shiva restaurants. So in Fast and Furious, the girl with the pink car, I can't remember what her name was, but her last name is Aoki. So she's the daughter. And then the brother is the rock star, the DJ, what I'm talking about, Aoki. The name's I haven't been thinking about Fast and Furious in a while. I'm done. Okay, guys, that was pretty good. We've maybe about, let me wait till 40 minutes. But thanks a lot for coming by. Maybe reliving some stuff from back in the day. All interesting stuff, man. Trevor, everyone's different. I'm not stereotyping different people. She was just very short. And then Steve Aoki, that's it. Steve Aoki, yeah. He's the brother, but he's the son. Who's the girl? Who's the girl from Fast and Furious? What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? She's still she was driving the pink car, the pink little car. What's her name again? What's her name from Fast and Furious? But yeah, but her last name is Aoki. Also, but that's a sister. That's the sister of Stevie Aoki. Stevie Aoki. Is Frank there? Hey, Frank, man. Okay. Okay, thanks a lot for coming, George, Frank. What was that? Slick. Believe in yourself. Who else was here? Fang was here. All of them didn't make it. Okay. What's her name? I can't remember what her name was. No, you guys can well, you guys. All right, I'll see you guys later, man. Take care. Peace out, baby. Yeah, I might do something a little later. I might be going up to Shirayama. So after this, I'm going back to the hotel. I'm gonna bring some gear up to. She has junk in the trunk, dude. All right, guys. I'll see you later.